Friends, please welcome Honorable Law Minister Shri Kiren Rijiju. I request the Honorable Chairman, Vice Chairman and other members BCI to kindly escort the Honorable Minister to the dais, please. It's a matter of great privilege and honor to have amongst us Shri Kiren Rijiju, the young, energetic and dynamic Minister for Law and Justice, Government of India. We are extremely grateful to the Honorable Minister for taking time out of his very pressing and busy schedule today for attending this program. Shri Rijiju has many distinctions to his credit. To mention a few, he was adjudged the best young parliamentarian by the media during the 14th Lok Sabha. He has been designated by the United Nations as a disaster risk champion of Asia Pacific region. He is a prolific writer in newspapers and magazines. Friends, today we are meeting for this program under the shadow of pandemic COVID, which has brutally devastated the whole mankind. As a statutory body responsible for the welfare of advocates in India, we feel extremely distraught and disheartened to find lakhs of lawyers in the country reeling under the utmost hardship and distress due to continued non-functioning of courts physically, which has left almost 90% of advocates without any source of professional income. We are confident the Honorable Law Minister is going to address this issue to ameliorate the difficulties of lawyers. Honorable Minister, sir, this program is being streamed live on YouTube channel of BCI, and scores of members of the bar, law teachers and students are present today virtually to offer their greetings and good wishes to your esteemed self. To begin the proceedings, may I request the Honorable Law Minister, Chairman Bar Council of India and other dignitaries present on the stage to kindly light the lamp. अच्छा वो उधर है. Lighting of a lamp removes darkness, ignorance, unhappiness, and spreads God's grace and divine energy in the surroundings. Thank you very much, sir. May I now request Shri Manan Kumar Mishra, Honorable Chairman Bar Council of India, to deliver the welcome address. Manan Kumar Mishra ji.
Thank you, sir. ये लाइट जला दो. Honorable Mr. Justice, Mr. Kiren Rijiju ji, the Union Minister for Law and Justice, I thank you for sparing your valuable time and precious time for the legal fraternity. Honorable office bearers and representatives of different bar associations, state bar councils, the presidents and secretaries of various bar associations of the country, my dear colleagues, friends from different bars of the country, Delhi and NCR, including the beloved law students, the law teachers, academicians, the chancellors, vice chancellors, directors, deans, principals, the press media, all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and to all others who are participating today in this function in the honor of Honorable Mr. Kiren Rijiju, the Union Minister for Law and Justice, physically or through virtual media. I extend a warm and hearty welcome to you all. Friends, Honorable Kiren Rijiju is an inspirational personality, a youth icon, a lawyer and a renowned politician, you know, hailing from state of Arunachal Pradesh. His father, Sri Rinchen Kharu, was first pro tem speaker of Arunachal Pradesh to give vote to the members of first state assembly there. Sri Kiren Rijiju gained quality education of Hansraj College, University of Delhi, and also qualified with a law degree from Campus Law Center. ये हंसराज कॉलेज की जब बात आती है, मैं बताऊं, अपने लोग हैं इसलिए बता देता हूं, बड़ी जलन होती है. I had a strong desire to get admitted in Hansraj Law College and Hansraj College and Delhi University. Neither I could get Campus Law Center in Delhi, nor I could get the Hansraj College. We are fortunate to have Mr. Kiren Rijiju here. दोनों सपने हमारे इन्हीं के थ्रू पूरे. Our honorable chief guest today actively took part as a social worker and a student's leader during his school days. As a young leader, he participated in the Festival of India in USSR in the year 1987. Sri Rijiju has represented India in various social as well as cultural programs held in numerous countries. He was the best athlete in his school and college days and has participated in many national games like badminton and football. He has written various articles in newspapers as informed by Mr. Ved Prakash ji. At the age of 29, he served as a member of Khadi and Village Industries Commission starting from 2000 to 2005. He is regarded as one of the most iconic political leaders of Arunachal Pradesh and in Northeast India. In the general election of 2014, Mr. Rijiju was elected as a member of parliament for second time, first time in 2004. He became the Minister of State, independent charge for youth affairs and sports, and also the Minister of State for minority affairs in May 2019, and Minister for State of Home Affairs. As a Minister of State, he has done a commendable job. Now he is going to prove as the best ever law minister of the country. Friends, our law minister has been adjudged as the best young parliamentarian by the media. He was recently designated by United Nations as disaster risk champion for Asia Pacific region. First Indian to be conferred with this honor. He is known for taking daring steps and doing adventurous actions. मुझे लगता है only because of this reason he has been made law minister. Kiren Rijiju ji has emerged as the political youth leader of India. He leads a disciplined lifestyle and maintains good physical fitness. Visiting historical and religious places, sightseeing, and interacting with the people living in the remote areas of the world, cultural exchange programs amongst various communities are your hobbies. Sir, the lawyers of the country are facing a lot of problem today. You are a lawyer and a down-to-earth man. The hardship of advocates are well known to you. Sir, lawyers have no support, no social security, no insurance, no medical facility, no financial assistance of any kind. For last 15-16 months, more than 95% of advocates have been financially handicapped. And many have had to come on roads in search of some other work to feed their families. They are jobless because of virtual hearings and closure of courts. Sir, the lack of infrastructure for video conferencing to more than 90% of advocates of the country is well known to everybody. Internet or effective Wi-Fi connections are either not available or the connectivity is very poor, intermittent, unreliable in most of the district and taluka places. In large and small cities, even if there is connectivity, it is seen that often due to heavy rain, storm, disrupted electricity, or some network problem, or otherwise, internet gets badly affected. Sir, the Bar Council of India, the state bar councils, or even the bar associations have very limited resources. The bar councils do not get any assistance either from union government or from any state government. Even then, with the limited funds of the bar councils and the bar associations, we have done our level best to help the needy advocates, but due to lack of financial resources of bar councils, we are finding it quite difficult, rather impossible to help the lawyers in the manner we want. We request the government for financial help for some short-term easy loans for the needy advocates, but our request remained unheeded. Sir, as the leader of Indian Bar, I request you to consider the predicament of advocates and do something. We are yours and you are ours. Sir, virtual hearings cannot be the substitute of physical hearings. The Indian Bar demands the request for opening of courts and to resume the physical hearings at the earliest. Sir, you are a ray of hope for the entire legal fraternity of the country. And I must inform you that the lawyers in general are happy to see you as the law minister. Their expectations have increased to a great extent. Certainly, it is because of your past performance and excellent track record. Sir, coming to the legal education of the country, the Bar Council of India had put a moratorium on opening of the new law colleges in the year 2019. But some high courts did not approve our resolution. Sir, for your kind information, I must state that for opening a new law college, there are 3 steps. The first step is that the institution, the management, they are required to get a no objection certificate from the concerned state. The second step is the university is required to grant affiliation to the concerned institution. Before granting affiliation, the universities and their professors, their team, they normally visit the colleges, they verify the infrastructure, only then they grant the affiliations. Our role is third one. The state bar councils, Bar Council of India, or our legal education committee, we simply approve the affiliation granted by the universities. Now, therefore, these universities, their vice chancellors, their deans, they are playing the major role in opening of a law institution. But Bar Council of State, Bar Council of India, we are being maligned, we are being blamed for this mushrooming of law colleges. This is for your kind information, sir. We thought it proper to inform you. Sir, Bar Council of India has been striving hard to improve the legal education. We have involved the former judges of the high courts in our inspection teams. Sir, the inspection team which goes to visit the any law college, either existing or a new law college, it is headed by a former judge of Supreme Court. Two professors, senior professors of some universities, they are there. And only 1 or 2 State Bar Council members and members of Bar Council of India are there to visit the colleges. They submit their report before the Legal Education Committee. Our Legal Education Committee, sir, that is headed by a former judge of Supreme Court. It has 5 vice chancellors of national law universities, several law deans, and several senior advocates, the jurists. Therefore, you can imagine that how rich and how powerful our Legal Education Committee is there. Sir, this apart, we have also constituted recently one advisory board for the development of legal education and legal profession of the country. Sir, you will be happy to note that this advisory board, this is being headed by our Honorable Chief Justice of India. And apart from, besides our Honorable Chief Justice of India, there are 11 judges, sitting judges of Supreme Court are there. There are 10 vice chancellors and law deans. Sir, there are 11 senior advocates, the jurists, and as the chairman of Bar Council of India, I must inform you that we are going to invite you in the first meeting of that advisory board, which is going to be held on 2nd of August. That is the date fixed by the Honorable CJI. Sir, the standard of legal education, it has a direct bearing with the standard of legal profession. Unless we have the quality law teachers, unless we have the quality legal education, we can't expect that the bar will be rich. Therefore, we are striving hard for improving the standard of legal education. Sir, in order to uplift the standard of legal education and profession, the Bar Council of India Trust is going to establish one Indian Institute of Legal Education, IIL, Indian Institute of Law at Bhubaneswar. That will be for the skill development of law teachers of the country. This will be the first of its kind. The 3 judges of Honorable Supreme Court, they went there, they inaugurated that institution. Honorable Mr. Justice Yuju Lalit, Honorable Mr. Justice B.R. Gabai, Honorable Mr. Justice Rama Subramaniam. 2 months back, they went there and they inaugurated it. Now the construction work is going on. That apart, the Bar Council of India, through its trust, we are going to, sir, for your kind information, you might be knowing it, that Bangalore National Law School, that was the first national law university, and that was established by the Bar Council of India Trust. The management is in the hands of Bar Council of India, and we are glad to inform the entire House and our Honorable Law Minister that today National Law School Bangalore, that is the first institution not only in the country, rather it is a very good place in the world. A similar international university the Bar Council of India Trust is going to establish in the state of Goa. With the help of the Goa government has already issued an ordinance in our favor. The Goa government is going to give us 50 acres of land for establishment of that institution, and also for establishment of one international arbitration center as well as the National Lawyers Academy in Goa. Sir, we have a judicial academy, National Judicial Academy in Bhopal, but nobody has taken care up till now to have a lawyers academy. But we are really thankful to the Goa government and the Chief Minister that he is going to give us the place, the old High Court building, he is going to allot to the Bar Council of India and the Trust. For that purpose, the National Lawyers Academy we are going to establish in the Goa, and I hope that today only my Honorable Chief Guest will agree that he will go to inaugurate all these institutions at Goa. Sir, we are in the process of weeding out the substandard law colleges. For that also, we consulted certain Supreme Court judges, sitting judges, and we got certain names of former judges of the high courts. Under their leadership, we are going to hold the surprise inspections of colleges, law colleges who are substandard, and we will immediately close them out. Sir, I cannot forget the first meeting when myself along with Ved Prakash ji and Apurva ji, we went there at the residence of our Honorable Law Minister to invite him and to greet him. Sir, the way you treated us, rather it appeared that you are welcoming us at your residence. Really, the entire bar is grateful to you, thankful to you for this. Sir, a few things. Advocates Act, that is of the year 1961, certain necessary amendments have been done from time to time in the past. Now the Advocates Act requires a few amendments more. The Bar Council of India, in consultation with the state bar councils, we will give those proposals for your kind consideration, and we hope and trust that our Honorable Law Minister, he will consider it and he will place it in the Parliament. The second is, sir, in the last 5 years, you will be surprised to note several thousands of lawyers have been killed. The police atrocities against the lawyers, that is a common phenomenon. They enter the bar, and only a few years back you have seen what happened in this Hazari court. Indiscriminate firing, indiscriminate lathi charge. These are the common phenomena. I am appearing in a case against some criminal. I may be killed or I may be implicated in a false case. All these are very, very common phenomena. Therefore, the lawyers of the country, the Indian bar, we have resolved to produce before our Honorable Law Minister a draft Advocates Protection Act, and we request our Honorable Law Minister to consider it, to consider the problem of lawyers and get it passed in the Parliament. Sir, I am really thankful to you, not only myself, rather the entire bar is thankful to you You have spared your valuable time. You have come to grace this occasion. कल तो हमारा गला सूख गया, कुछ लोगों की तो हालत सबकी खराब हो गई for 2 hours. When we came to know that the program stands cancelled, so we were not only anxious about ourselves. The thousands and thousands of the advocates, law students, law teachers, they were too and they are watching this event. Therefore, we became nervous for few hours rather. Immediately, I must inform the audience here that जैसे ही हमने रिक्वेस्ट किया, वहाँ से आया कि नहीं, थोड़ा सा शेड्यूल चेंज होगा, we will reschedule it, but the Honorable Minister will go, he will attend the program. Sir, the entire fraternity wishes the best training as the Union Minister for Law and Justice. Namaskar, Pranam, Adab, Sat Sri Akal to all the viewers, to all my friends, all my colleagues who have come to attend today's program. Dhanyavad, thank you, Jai Hind. Only 2 to 3 once.
I request the leaders of the bar, those who are approaching the stage, please kindly wear the masks, and then I'll invite only 2 to 3%, only 2% each and every state bar council and the bar association. First, I request the Supreme Court Bar Association, Arendra Mauli Kumar Prasad, Honorary Secretary Supreme Court Bar Association, and Mahalakshmi Pavani. 2% please come to the dais. And next be ready, Assam, Apuru Kumar Sharma, Chairman Executive Committee, and Paraswati Jas Nair, Vice Chairman Bar Council of Assam. Just go this side. And Jiten Payang, Member Bar Association of Gujarat, Guwahati High Court. Please, State of Assam. Mr. Apurva. Apuru Kumar Sharma, Paraswati Das Nair, and Jiten Payang. Only 3 persons. No, please kindly add on the by hand given. Don't vote. Then Arunachal Pradesh, T.D. Tara. Sir, kindly wear the mask. T.D. Tara, Senior Advocate, Bar Association of Arunachal Pradesh, High Court of Guwahati, and Mr. Sunil Mau, Vice President of Guwahati High Court. And Kento Chini. Wait, I'll call UP will come. No. And Sunil Mau and Kento Chini. Just first go 2% and then thereafter go 2. Please. Just. Sir, wait. Just let him finish. Okay. One by one, don't be the crowd there. One minute, sir, please, just. Next, Arunachal Pradesh, T.T. Tara and Sunil Mao. Sir, wear the mask, don't remove the mask, please. And Kento Jini, member Bar Association of Arunachal Pradesh. Huh? Next I'll wait. Mr. Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Rami Reddy, Executive Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India Trust, and Mr. Ramarao Ganta, Chairman, Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, and Srimati Sunita, Advocate, Treasurer, Andhra Pradesh High Court, Advocates Association. Please come on the dais, please. Modified, huh? All right. Please come soon. Next to be ready, Bihar. Wait. Bihar, Raji Kumar Singh. Andhra, Rami Reddy, please. Rami Reddy and Ramarao Ganta, Chairman, Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, and Srimati Sunita, Advocate. Only 3.
Full name from my list.
Okay. Bihar, Rajiv Kumar Singh, General Secretary, Lawyers Association, Patna High Court, and Vishwadij Kumar Mishra, Member, Lawyers Association, Patna High Court. Please come. Come, jaldi aro. And next is Chhattisgarh. Oh, Shailendra Vaskar. Delhi, Mr. Ved Prakash Sharma, Advocate Co-Chairman, Bar Council of India, and Ramesh Gupta, Senior Advocate Chairman, Bar Council of Delhi. And Delhi Part 2, the Himal Akhtar, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Delhi, and Mohit Mathur, President, High Court Bar Association. Please come, sir. Gujarat, Mr. Dilip K. Patel, Member, Bar Council of India, and Patel Hirabai Shivani, by Chairman, Bar Council of Gujarat, and Kohil Shankarji Sabarji, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Gujarat. Please. And Hardik Brahmadat, Secretary, the High Court Bar Association, High Court Advocate Association, please. And next to be ready, the Himachal Pradesh. Sir, this is Gujarat. Please, sir. Dilip K. Patel and Patel Hirabini and Kohil Shankar Sani and Hardik, please. 2%. Next, Himachal. Dreshar Sharma, Member, Bar Council of India. I.N. Mehta, Member, Bar Council of Himachal Pradesh. And Nareshwar Singh Chandel, President, High Court Bar Association. One must be here and 2 must be that side, please. And Jharkhand, Prashant Kumar Singh, be ready. Member, Bar Council of India. Mr. Rajendra Krishna and Rajendra Kumar Shukla, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Jharkhand. And Sanjay Kumar Virodhi. So 2 persons, please. Prasant, be here, come. Prasant, Member, Bar Council of India, Chairman, Coordination Committee, State Bar Council. And Rajesh Kumar Shukla. And Sanjay Kumar Vidrai, Member, Bar Council of Jharkhand. 2 to go, please. And Karnataka, A.P. Ranganathan. Yes. Telangana will come next to T. I will come later. Kerala, Mr. Anil Kumar K.N., Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Kerala, and Mr. John Manivi, Member, High Court Bar Association, Kerala. Please come to the dais, sir, please.
Rangnath, President, Advocate Association. Prabhakaranji.
A.P.
Rangnath.
A.P. Ranganath. A.P. Ranganathan, President, the Advocates Association of Bangalore. Let him go and then. Now, Mr. A.P. Ranganathan, President, the Advocates Association, Bangalore. Just hand over. No, he won't take. Mr. Anil Kumar KN, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Kerala. Mr. Anil Kumar, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Kerala. Mr. John Mani V, Member, High Court Bar Association, Kerala. Next, Maharashtra and Goa. Sadish Abra Deshmukh, Advocate Kochavan BCI. And Sachin Deshmukh, Advocate Bar Council, Maharashtra and Goa representative. Maharashtra and Goa, please. And Guldeep Shankar Patil, Secretary, Advocates Association, Western India, High Court, Mumbai. And Irani, member, Bombay Bar Association, High Court of Mumbai. One, go, two now, two go, please, just. Next, Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Pratap Mehta and Dr. Vijay Kumar Chowdhury, Chairman, Bar Council of Madhya Pradesh. Next, Orissa, be ready. Madhya Pradesh, Mehta ji. Oh. Madhya Pradesh, and then Orissa, wait. But let the Madhya Pradesh go, then Madhya Pradesh. Pratap Mehta and Dr. Vijay Kumar Chowdhury, Chairman, Bar Council of Madhya Pradesh. Next, my esteemed friend, Mr. Devi Prasad Del from Odisha, Advocate Executive Chairman, Bar Council of India Trust. Next, Punjab and Haryana, Pratap Singh, Advocate, Member, Bar Council of India, Chairman, Overseas Committee, Foreign Affairs. Menderjit Yadav, Chairman, Bar Council of Punjab and Haryana. And Rajiv Kumar Chauhan, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Punjab and Haryana. Only three. GBS Dillon, President, Punjab and Haryana High Court Bar Association. Sir, two go. Pratap ji, you go and stand there. That's it. GBS Dillon, President, Punjab and Haryana High Court Bar Association. Next, Rajasthan, be ready. Just, I am inviting Mr. Suresh Chandra Srimali, Co-Chairman, Bar Council of India, and Harendra Singh Sinsinwar, Co-Chairman, Bar Council of Rajasthan. And Natu Singh Rathore, President, Advocate Association, and Jodhpur High Court Bar Association. Natu Singh. And Bhuvesh Sharma, President, High Court Bar Association, Jaipur, Rajasthan. So two to go. Two. First two and then next two. Wear the mask, sir. Please wear the marks and come. Next, be ready. The Tamil Nadu, Priscilla Pandian, and P.S. Samalraj, and myself. Hey, Veggie. Where's Sharma? Come on, just.
Okay. Mr. S. Prabhakaran with his team. Who's there? Mr. S. Prabhakaran. वहाँ से मार्क दे दो. Mr. P.S. Amalraj and Mr. V. Karthikeyan from Tamil Nadu. And Priscilla Pandian. And from Telangana.
From Telangana, P.S. Amalraj, Telangana, Vishnuvardhan Reddy, Narasimha Reddy, Chairman Bar Council of Telangana. Former member Bar Council of India, Mr. Ramachandra Rao. Please. Vishnu Reddy, please come to the dais and go to one after another, please. After Telangana, just tell you. Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Srinath Tirupati, Advocate Co-Chairman Bar Council of India, Sirish Kumar Malhotra, Chairman Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh, and Janki Sharan Pandey, Member Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh, please. And Pradeep Kumar Singh, Vice Chairman Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh. Two. First two. You go first. 2% and then thereafter 2. Come, yeah. Ramachandra Rao is our former member, very active. Now the Srivat Tripadi, Member Bar Council of India, and Sirish Kumar Malhotra, and Janki Sharan, and Uttarakhand next DK Sharma, and Arjun Singh Bandari, Chairman Bar Council of Uttarakhand, and Ranjan Solanki, and Avtar Singh, High Court Bar Association Uttarakhand. Sir, 2 to go first because 4 persons are 2 to go. 2. Take the bouquet. And Tripura next. Tripura. Mr. DK Sharma, Arjun Singh Bandari, Ranjan Solanki, Avtar Singh. Tripura and Manipur. Prayat Kumar Dar, Senior Advocate, Chairman Bar Council of Tripura. And Rari Manshopar, Member Bar Council of Manipur. Hum Kopdrams Samrajit Singh, Advocate, Member High Court Bar Association of Manipur. Sir, Tripura and Manipur, Northeast is 7 state, Apur Kumar. Sharma, you take care of this. Senior Advocate and Mary Kumdram Samrajit Singh, Member High Court Bar Association, Manipur. I'll call. Just 2 minutes and see. 2 minutes, just Sir, sit down, please. Yes, the Honorable Minister, Mr. Kiren Rijiju. Sir, the Manan Kumar Mishra ji has elaborately discussed about and narrated the situation facing by the members of the bar in the country. And he has said during the pandemic and as well as the incidents which has took place among the throughout the country, and how particularly the younger members of the bar facing a problems. The Manan Kumar Mishra has constituted a committee regarding the Advocate Protection Bill. The 7 members committee has been constituted, and the 7 members committee has given the protection bill which has been sent to throughout the state. If any changes, that should be intimated. After that, that is passed by the Bar Council of India. Now, Mr. Ji said that we are going to place it before the Law Minister. Sir, you are a very popular man in the legal field. Apart from that, you came from the Northeast. And everybody is known about your caliber and experience in the field of law. Not only that, even in the members of the bar, how they are suffering. So in this juncture, sir, I am inviting you to address before the intellectual gathering, sir. Please. Please. Presenting a memento, my friend Mr. Manan Kumar Mishra ji and the dignitaries on the dais, please. I'm inviting the Honorable Minister, Mr. Kiren Rijiju, address before this August gathering.
अशोक माला ले
लेट हो गया सर हम
They should take your seat. Now, Honorable Minister will say.
Now, Honorable Minister,
Maybe I have this.
address before this gathering, please. Most respected Sri Madan Kumar Mishra ji, the Chairman of Bar Council of India, Sri S. Prabhakaran ji, Vice Chairman, BCI, Sri Apurva Kumar Sharma ji, Executive Chairman of the Bar Council of India, Sri Satish A. Deshmukh ji, the Co-Chairman, Sri D.P. Dhal ji, Co-Chairman, Sri V.P. Sharma ji, the Co-Chairman, and all the members representing different states and union territories in the Bar Council of India, and the members from the Bar Council of different high courts of our country, the senior associates from the legal fraternity, law students, brothers and sisters. This is my first meeting in public with the members from the legal fraternity. I have some experience in the parliament, so I know there are privileges in the parliament when ministers or the MPs mislead the house, or if they fail to fulfill the promises, there are privileges against the respective members or ministers. But I don't know if a minister or law minister misleads or fail to fulfill the promises made to the lawyers. I don't know the consequences. So I speak less to avoid the risk. And before taking over as the law minister of this country, I keep hearing from the common people that be careful with the lawyers. So as it goes against my personality or my nature or character, I always speak from my heart, and I don't go into
too many technicalities of the issues which complicates the matter. Simple is always better and beautiful. So I will make a brief remark. Thank you for inviting me to this very important gathering and honoring me so much by the Bar Council of India and its associate members. It's deeply honoring for me to be with you today and share this special moment. I don't have any great legal background or experience. I just have an LLB degree. That degree is with me, definitely, but I have not applied that degree for anything in the court or in any platform. I remember when I was admitted in the campus law center, the first day of my class, the first day, we had a very interesting professor. He used to teach us contract law. So when I was excited that today is my first class for my LLB degree. So he said that this is your first day in the law class, so let me tell you something very important. How relevant is your class and your LLB degree with life? So he told me, those who sit in the front line, the front bench, the professor is telling us, those who sit in the front bench, they will become good authors, writers, or professors like me who will teach law. Those who sit in the middle benches, they become very good judicial officers. But those people who sit in the last row, they become famous lawyers and ministers. So, yes, Professor Rotogi, I thought I should not take the name, but he took the name, so I'm mentioning. And maybe because of what he said inspired me, because I was last bencher, backbencher basically. But anyway, I used to enjoy the class, but I never had the practical experience because I was already active in the political field. So that was my profession, and by that virtue, I feel that I'm deeply honored to be made as the law minister of this country. And for that, I extend my gratitude to Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji for giving me this great opportunity to understand how it feels like to be amongst the legal fraternity. I firmly believe that the foundation of our democracy is completely based on how we function within different organs of our country. In our country, the setup is slightly different from some other countries. As a member of parliament in the Lok Sabha, I am also the lawmaker. As the minister, I am in the executive. And today as a law minister, I am a link with the judiciary. So without a robust judiciary, democracy cannot survive or democracy cannot succeed. I have come from the sports ministry. I used to handle Ministry of Sports, Youth Affairs, Ayush, and Minority Affairs. So I have launched a very important campaign when I was there in the Youth Affairs and Sports Ministry, the Fit India movement. So now I want to influence you all to become fit so that Indian judiciary can become very fit. Indian judiciary has to be robust. For that, the role of the lawyers, particularly the Bar Council of India, will play very, very critical role in making our judiciary very robust. And it should meet the call of the time. I had a very good meeting with the Chief Justice of India. The Honorable Chief Justice is a learned person, as well as we all know. He understands how he expects government to work in tandem and open to each other. And I promised him that the Law Minister's office will always remain open to any kind of suggestions or any kind of cooperation required from the government. We have to work together. After all, our objective is same. We have to deliver justice to the people of this country. Justice must be at the doorstep of a citizen. So we all are working in that direction. Whether you are in executive, whether you are in judiciary or in legislature, we all are together. So sometimes I feel that the debate and discussion at times about the territory, about the domain, about jurisdiction, these are okay for academic purpose, but the objective for everyone is same. We have to make our country great, and for that we must ensure that every citizen of our country is given full justice. I was making some observation about the pendency of the cases also. Our country is very big, population is huge, we know, but to have the pendency of the cases in the numbers which we have, more than 4 crore, is a huge challenge for all of us. For the Supreme Court and High Courts, there are issues which we know, I don't need to elaborate here, but the real challenges I find is in the lower judiciary. If we can't deliver justice within 3 years, then we should treat it as justice being denied. After 3 years of running around, and if a person doesn't get the justice, it is a very sad for all of us. We know how a person from a humble family, from village, to just go to the courtroom also, the effort he makes, sometimes the whole life income, the entire property of the family is sold only to reach the court. And yet, if the justice is not delivered, then nothing can be more injustice than that situation. We have to ensure that from the top Supreme Court to the lowest judiciary, right up to the Gram Nyalais, we have to ensure that the justice delivery mechanism has to be as fast as possible. Then only we can claim that India is a successful democracy. The matter in the High Court and Supreme Court are well known. These are matter of highly debated and discussion. We all know it. But those who go to the lower court are basics. And most of the time it's not even a question of law. It's just basic access. So these are certain things. And in the recent cabinet last week itself, I must thank Honorable Prime Minister that we passed large numbers of sanctions for building the court halls, lawyers' halls, toilets, the residence of the judicial officers. We have to provide these facilities, otherwise we know the shortages of the infrastructure at the lower level. And I hope that in the future we will get the cooperation from the state government, because the state governments have to play a very critical role in terms of increasing the numbers of judges or the infrastructure at the lower level. There are various other pending issues before Law Minister, I know it. I have to deal with all those pending issues. We really need to speed up all those matters, but as I said, I have just assumed the responsibility on 28th of June. So Parliament session is already on, and when Parliament session is on, the ministers are not supposed to make policy announcement outside the Parliament, but this is one of the best platform to discuss about the issues. There are issues which have been raised by the President Mananji. I am well aware of the problems being faced by the lawyers. So first of all, I would like to express my deep sympathy and my prayers for those lawyers who lost their lives during this pandemic, and the family members. They must be having very terrible time. Of course, the challenges is for the entire country. But there are other sectors where things can function despite pandemic. But virtual hearing cannot be a substitute for in-person hearing. And I had a word with the Honorable Chief Justice, and I will try to have a discussion with the Honorable Chief Justices of the different high courts to ensure that we come back to the normalcy, because situation is better, and you all know that we are fighting a united battle against COVID-19. Honorable Prime Minister has been taking review meeting almost on daily basis to ensure that we come back strongly despite this attack, invisible attack by the pandemic COVID-19. I had a discussion with the Honorable Finance Minister also regarding the economic issues which the lawyers are facing. So I hope very soon we should be able to come out with some kind of relief for the individual lawyers, and also to see that the lawyers, while they are trying to fight justice on behalf of the people, they themselves should not suffer. The lawyers should not suffer. Some of the issues which you mentioned, I am aware of the situation. So let us handle this matter together. And as and when you feel like anything to convey to me, my door is always open for the Bar Council of India and all the bar councils of different states. I'm very happy to learn about the efforts being made by the Bar Council of India with regards to legal education in the country. ये तो हम लोग सबको मालूम है, अच्छा पढ़ाई होगा तो अच्छा लॉयर पैदा होगा, अच्छा लॉ कॉलेज होगा तो अच्छा जज भी वहीं से निकलेगा। जब हमारे पास लीगल व्यवस्था और उस प्रक्रिया का व्यवस्था ठीक नहीं है तो आगे नतीजा भी ठीक नहीं होगा। तो लॉ कॉलेजेस का स्टैंडर्ड को ठीक करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, और जो व्यवस्था है और प्रक्रिया है, मनन जी आपने जो बताया वो सही है। लॉ कॉलेज इस्टेब्लिश करना कोई मामूली चीज़ नहीं है। ये ऐसे नहीं है कि आपने कोई कोचिंग सेंटर खोल दिया और आपने डिग्री देना शुरू कर दिया। तो लॉ कॉलेजेस का इस्टेब्लिशमेंट किस परिस्थिति में शुरू करना चाहिए और कैसे कर सकते हो, उसका सिस्टम है, रूल्स है, प्रक्रिया है। अगर वो सही तरीके से फॉलो करेंगे तो फिर मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई समस्या आएगी। और हम मिल करके हमारे जितने भी लॉ कॉलेजेस हैं उसको हम और बल देंगे, उनका स्टैंडर्ड को बढ़ाएंगे। लॉ टीचिंग अपने आप में एक अलग स्टैंडर्ड, अलग पहलू है, वो आम जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम से थोड़ा हट के है। तो इसलिए इसको इंश्योर करना होगा कि हमारा लीगल एजुकेशन का परिस्थिति और हम कैसे मजबूत कर सकते हैं। और जैसे आपने बताया, जो एडवाइजरी बोर्ड के बारे में आपने बताया फॉर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ लीगल एजुकेशन एंड लीगल प्रोफेशन, इसमें ऑनरेबल चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया साथ में है। तो जैसे आपने अनुरोध किया, आप जिस परिस्थिति में और जैसे भी आप मुझे उसमें कंसल्टेशन करने के लिए कोई व्यवस्था करेंगे तो मैं जरूर साथ दूंगा। आपने कुछ इंस्टीट्यूट के बारे में जिक्र किया, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। इंडिया इंटरनेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लीगल एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च जो गोवा में है, और आपने भुवनेश्वर का भी जो प्रपोजल दिया है, और नेशनल लॉयर्स एकेडमी एट गोवा, और जो भुवनेश्वर वाला मुझे लगता है कि बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग होगा, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ फॉर द स्किल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ लॉ टीचर्स। इट साउंड्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, क्योंकि स्किल तो चाहिए ही चाहिए। स्किल के बिना तो आजकल कुछ होता नहीं है। आजकल मात्र डिग्री से तो आप जॉब भी नहीं मिल सकता है। तो जैसे मेरे पास एलएलबी डिग्री है, लेकिन एलएलबी का और लीगल अफेयर्स का स्किल नहीं है, तो मैं जॉबलेस हूँ। तो ऐसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए। स्किल जो आपने जो जिक्र किया है, इट साउंड्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। आई वुड लाइक टू नो इट मोर, हाउ यू आर प्लानिंग टू टेक इट फॉरवर्ड। But this shows that the Bar Council of India has many innovative ideas and commitment to ensure the standard of legal system in our country. और मैं मानता हूं कि अगर कानून में कुछ चेंजेस लाने का आवश्यकता है तो बिल्कुल लाना चाहिए, पार्लियामेंट बनाई इसलिए है। तो आपने जो एडवोकेट एक्ट के बारे में जिक्र किया, आई फर्मली बिलीव दैट पार्लियामेंट इज मेंट फॉर दैट ओनली, इफ फॉर ensuring some corrective measures or to do away with certain provisions which are not necessary. Parliament should always be ready to make amendment. So I will be open to any kind of suggestions which the Bar Council of India will be making to me for necessary amendment in the Advocate Act. तो हम उसके लिए आपसे चर्चा करेंगे। और साथ साथ में जो स्टेट के, when I go to states, I would be meeting the state bar councils. There also I will get certain motivation, some kind of ideas, experience from how you all are functioning. So that also will give me a good window towards your respective areas and the issues. Maybe there are certain issues which are unique to that region, but basically the basic features of the problem are same, because you all are functioning under the Bar Council of India. So as a unit, I can meet separately also, and together you can suggest the Bar Council of India to put it forward to the Law Ministry. I'm also looking forward to have much more interaction with different sectors who are expecting many things from the Law Ministry. I already met some of the important people who had already made certain suggestions and some proposals also. And India is well known globally that we have a very, very independent judiciary system. And that is a matter of pride for us. And in fact, when I used to go outside of the country, you all know I travel very widely. I've traveled more than 155 countries. I've been traveling since long time, since 1986, 87, I've been traveling globally. So one thing which we tell other people is that India is a democratic country and we are proud of our independent judiciary. This is something we take pride of. So when we talk about our independent judiciary, at the same time we must admit that there are certain issues which we have to look inward, which we have to ensure that we make certain course correction. Within the advocates, within the courts also, I don't want to stay here and say that the judges should do this or that. It's always better for self-introspection. खुद अगर सुधरे, दूसरों को कहने का नौबत नहीं आया, तो वो सबसे अच्छा मैं मानता हूँ। अगर मैं यहाँ से खड़ा होकर के सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट और बाकी के बारे में ज़्यादा टिप्पणी करें, उससे अच्छा है हम अपने स्तर पे हमको क्या सुधार लाना चाहिए हम ही निर्णय करें, तो वो सबसे अच्छा है। तो जिम्मेदारी सबका है, इस देश को बनाना हम सबका जिम्मेदारी है। इसलिए मैंने शुरू में कहा, आज मैं ज़्यादा नहीं कहूँगा, क्योंकि आपसे मिलकर के मुझे लगता है कि जब दिल से दिल मिलता है तो ज़्यादा शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करना कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। I'm extremely delighted once again. Thank you for inviting me here and to be part of very, very cordial meeting. And this felicitation function, for me, it is a positive stepping stone for me to get into the mode of working with you. I am part of you, part of your team, and we all will work together. With that few words, I once again thank all of you who are present here, coming from different parts of our country, a beautiful country, and those who are linked through the virtual mode. For them also, good to see everybody here and virtually, and we will meet in person, those who are not here in this hall. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Sir, really it is a marvelous and thought-provoking speech. Sir, your address here, we will work out together with the State Bar Council and as well as the Bar Council of India. Sir, I will assure you, the Bar Council of India and legal fraternity in the state, the image of our profession fly high, and we will be a role model to the country. Sir, it shows that in your rich experience the past 20 years in a political career, and you have said, even you said that I have not addressed before the members of the bar gatherings, but even in the first gathering, sir, it shows that your maturity, absolutely, sir. Members of the bars, we are welcoming you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I may invite my friend Mr. Apurva Kumar Sharma, Chairman of the Executive Bar Council of India, to give the vote of thanks.
Good evening. Respected Honorable Union Minister of Law and Justice Sri Kiren Rijiju ji, respected our dynamic leader, Chairman Bar Council of India, Mr. Manan Kumar Mishra, Vice Chairman S. Prabhakaran, Co-Chairman Mr. Satish Deshmukh, Co-Chairman Mr. Ved Prakash Sharma, Executive Chairman Bar Council of India Trust, Mr. Devi Prasad Dhal, who is also Co-Chairman, Mr. Arjani Kumar Modi Prasad, who is the Secretary, Supreme Court Bar Association, Madam Mrs. Mahalakshmi Bhavani, she is Senior Advocate, also Senior Executive in the Supreme Court Bar Association, my esteemed colleagues in the Bar Council of India, Chairman, Vice Chairman of different Bar Council who are here today in this August gathering, President, General Secretary of all High Court Bars of India, my other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Just now we have heard the beautiful speech from our Honorable Law Minister. I would like to extend my wholehearted gratitude to Honorable Union Minister of Law and Justice, Mr. Kiren Rijiju, who despite his busy schedule accepted our invitation and has graced us with his presence today. Our Honorable Chairman has just mentioned about the yesterday incident. After all, we are lucky to have our Law Minister with us today evening now. The Bar Council of India, along with the entire legal fraternity, is proud to have Mr. Kiren Rijiju as our Union Minister of Law and Justice. Through him, we hold great expectations and hope for the overall upliftment of the legal profession in the country. His earlier stint as the Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports was evidence enough to showcase his energetic zeal and participative leadership style. Sir, the Bar Council of India was set up in the year 1961 to regulate and represent all the lawyers, law firms, as well as contents of the legal education of the country. We hope and wish that with your able guidance and support we can best serve and represent the interests of the Indian bar. I, on behalf of the Bar Council of India and the entire legal fraternity, extend a hearty vote of thanks to all the guest speakers and attendees for gracing this occasion. Special thanks to Mr. Tara, former additional advocate general from Itanagar, Mr. Kantuzini, advocate, but recently he became MLA, and Mr. Santosh, who is the Sunil Mo, who is the Vice President of Itanagar Bench of Guwahati High Court. Special thanks because only on a telephonic call they came only yesterday. But I thanks to all of you because you were also there from different parts of in the country. And an event like today cannot happen overnight, especially in the times we find ourselves at present. It requires thorough planning and proper protocols to be followed. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of highly motivated and dedicated colleagues of the Bar Council of India. Hoping in this pandemic period the welfare of our country's advocates. I further extend my thanks to the electronic and print media for their presence today. I also extend my gratitude to the officials and staff of the Bar Council of India who has worked day and night to ensure the success of today's event. With this, I would like to conclude with a beautiful statement from the Veda. Om सहना भवतु सुहानो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा कश्चित् विद्विषा भवेत्. Thank you.
A request to all honorable members, please keep sitting till the honorable minister leaves the hall, please. And please stand for national anthem, please.
मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे भारत माता की जय.
Not to move, please.
और कौन आया? तीन है बस.
अरे सुनो लिट्टी कैसे खाते हो? यार एक जन को लिया किसने रखे थे? क्या बंदी को लेने बंदी हो? ये लिया अरे ये किसने रखे थे इसमें?
ये सारे ये लोग लेके आए।
हमारी हेल्प करो ना यार, ये ऊपर लेके चलो। तो बाद में जाकर माला रखो। नहीं, बारी 5 मिनट लगेंगे यार। अरे तो यही रहने बाद में चला जाएगा, क्या दिक्कत है? उसको उठाएगा ये।